Hello and welcome to the Morning Show podcast. We have Nick, Mac, Ava, Sean, and Jack. We're all playing Minecraft right now, and we are just going to discuss this current situation because it's just a very unique situation that none of us have really dealt with. So, Sean, how have you been feeling during the whole quarantine?
Well, I've been stuck in my house just like everyone else, so I've just been trying to find things to do. I've been playing a lot of video games and watching a lot of Netflix, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Nice. So, like, what shows have you been watching?
Well, I just finished the show On My Block on Netflix. It's a good show. I've been
Oh,
watching other just random things on Netflix, like all the Netflix originals,
mm-hmm.
because
Nice.
some of them are pretty funny. But yeah, other than that, I've been watching a lot of YouTube and just video games.
YouTube is always a good way to pass time. Ava, what about you?
I've been doing the same thing, mostly playing video games and walking around my house until something happens.
Nice. Well, like, because for you it was very zombie, like movie type, right?
Oh yes, I got my wisdom teeth out. I woke up 3 days later and everything was going insane. It felt like Rick from The Walking Dead in the first episode. It was pretty
Nice.
great.
That's always got to be fun. Okay. Jack, how are you?
I'm doing all right. I've probably had a pretty different experience than most of the other people because my parents don't really care as much where I am, like where I'm. They don't really like enforce the quarantine thing as much. Like, I don't know. I've just been hanging out with friends really and kind of enjoying it like an extended spring break.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Okay. Well, Nick, what about you?
Pretty good. I guess technically it beats school, but it can get kind of boring. Luckily, there's a ton of movies out that I haven't watched yet. And I actually got to rewatch some old movies. I did a morning show segment on some of them.
Oh, nice.
But yeah,
Pretty
pretty okay.
basically.
Okay, I'm just you're not about to play Sweet Berry Bushes everywhere.
I'm sorry, but
Why?
isn't hosted?
Because they hurt you when you walk through them, and
Okay.
I walk through them all the time.
All right. Anyways, Jack, what was that?
Anyways,
What were you saying?
I think that it's the host's job to keep the conversation going. Like,
Okay,
dang.
listen, don't criticize me right now.
I am.
Okay?
Hey guys, just real quick, I need strings, so
Okay. Does anyone else
Question.
want to take over as host?
I
does
can.
anybody else have a bed?
There are 4 beds over here. Anyways, does someone else want to take over as host since you have an issue
Sure.
with what I'm doing?
I can.
Okay.
Unless
go ahead.
Jack wants to, because he's the one with the issue.
Yeah, he's the one who had the problem.
I really don't want to.
Okay, so
Whoa,
Nick,
Mr.
go
Meissner
ahead.
just, sorry to interrupt, Mr. Meissner just sent me a text.
Whoa, he sent you a text?
Dude, why didn't he send me a text?
Bro, I'm offended. Mr. Meisner.
Alright, so he sent me a screenshot.
Thought we were bros.
I thought we were friends.
Let's see, so it says Georgia schools to run through summer for fourth quarter. Governor Kemp says he doesn't want Georgia students to fall behind. There isn't any reason our children should get left behind. Teachers are already paid. Lesson plans are already done. Children and teachers will be required to start school for the fourth quarter once this epidemic is over, most likely June 1st.
You realize
Huh?
it's April Fool's, right?
Oh my God, you're so right.
Oh wait,
Oh,
my
wait.
sister sent me that too and said April Fools.
realize-
That scared me for a sec.
I really was like, are you kidding
It looks
me?
very authentic. I mean, like, it's got a picture of Kemp and everything. Well,
Good old,
Hey,
I
fake
hope
news,
that
fake
anybody-
news, be careful.
I hope that anybody watching our podcast right now felt that for a second like I did.
it would have just been confusing if it was real. Like, why would we just not have school right now?
Yeah, wait, that
Just-
confused me for a second too. I was like, huh.
Yeah,
Oh.
my sister showed it to me, and I was like, "Does that mean I'm not graduating?" And she's like, "Nope." And I was like, "Oh,
Well,
Well,
that's
that's
fun.
game. Thanks, Mr. Meisner.
So,
Appreciate it.
back to our podcast. So, does anybody have any thoughts on how the media portrays this corona thing? Like, do you think it's blown out of proportion? Do you think it's more serious than they're portraying it? What are our thoughts on that?
Your mom.
I have no
Well,
thoughts. Ever.
I mean, if we're looking at it, we could see like at the start of this, the media didn't really like take into account how detrimental it could actually be, and now that it's actually becoming like a major issue, they're jumping on it and just like capitalizing, saying like, oh, we thought this was like gonna be so much easier than it actually is, and they're like blaming people for like not being prepared and stuff when they truly were the ones underselling how dangerous it could be, because that's who we listen to for
Yeah.
news and stuff.
I'm not at all saying that it's not as serious as they portray it to be. However, I do think that sometimes the media likes to strike fear into the viewers. So I feel like there are times when it's like maybe like, and the fact that it's talked about literally like every night. It's
Yeah,
God,
I think
zombie.
that's a little unhealthy just for
It's very depressing.
everyone.
Like
Exactly.
watching the news every night and only hearing about that. I have a ton of mobs on me and no swords, so can somebody kill them for me?
Wow.
Nick, I
Okay.
just got you another piece of string.
Anyways,
I already
I
made
do
a
think
fishing rod.
I do think it's very damaging for just us as a society to keep hearing about this. I mean, it is very serious, but it is still very harmful to us because like that's all we can think about and we can't really think about anything else.
Yeah,
Oh,
and it's like I feel like
Nick,
the main
your sheep just
um
escaped.
who?
Oh no.
Your sheep,
My sheep?
yes, and the
How
chicken.
they
All of them are out.
how did
I
they
thought
get
you
out?
guys didn't want me killing the sheep.
Well, they're all escaped. So
Oh,
oh, Nick, I
well,
have string."
I already made a fishing rod. I got it myself, losers. But I feel like why this is so dangerous is for people who are at risk and they don't want like people like us who really aren't as in as much risk to I guess infect those who are at risk.
mhm.
Um, but at the same time, that's very frustrating, especially for like us, because we're really not at risk and we know it. And it's like we still have to really quarantine ourselves. Just, and it's like I understand why, but it can be very frustrating.
Yeah, I mean, like it's frustrating, but you ultimately have to think about like other people. You've got to be like, okay, well, like I understand that other people are more at risk, so I'm gonna take a step back and calm down from what I usually do. Just because, I mean, like if you're like a decent person, you don't want to like damage anyone.
Right. Um,
I do
Jack,
need to
care to
say,
weigh in?
Oh, not at all.
Ah, Mac or Sean?
I do need to say like, wait, am I not? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for it. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're good.
Okay.
I do need to say that like I think that overall, if we do continue just like what we're doing now, it's going to be super like detrimental to the economy in the future, because like people out of work and like businesses are closing, and like I feel like
Mhm.
that's almost going to be more detrimental to the than like the virus really is.
For sure. I think that this whole quarantine thing can only go on for so long because, I mean, it's not like we're getting a cure within the next like month. Like it'll probably be at least a year from now before we get any sort of treatment for this that like works consistently. So there's no way that you could run all these small businesses having to close, having to temporarily lay off employees. The government can't support all those people, and it's not the government's job really either. But it's you can't like in our town in Alpharetta, it's like businesses are either having to stay open for takeout, and like somebody like me, and I'm not, it doesn't really matter because I'm a kid, I don't need an income, but I can't get a shift because they'll only schedule adults because the adults need to pay and they can't afford to have like everybody scheduled because it's only takeout. I feel like once this whole thing blows over though, the economy will boom just because, or especially in like the restaurant business, because it's like they've been
Yeah.
having to stay closed for so long now. But what happened, Caitlin?
I had low health and I was tired, so I
Oh,
had no
burned myself.
No help, and I was tired.
but yeah, I think that especially in the restaurant business, the economy will probably boom once this whole thing hopefully blows over sometime soon.
Yeah.
Wait, can I interrupt real quick?
You're not interrupting, but
So I just
Go
just
ahead.
no, it's related to the topic. They just signed a shelter-in-place order for Fulton County, like just
Oh.
now.
Oh, great.
I like literally it commands everyone to stay home, and if you go out and you're out for non-essential reasons, you could get a fine up to $1,000 or up to a year in jail.
Well, you're screwed.
Holy
Dad.
cow.
That's what they're doing up in Canada too.
Just wanted to.
so wait, what do
Yeah,
we
they
know what
just-
unessential really means? Like, are we
Like
talking?
groceries,
Hey Nick,
doctor.
there's a zombie coming to
Can-
get you.
Me?
It's
No, Sean.
basically like the only people who can really. Oh God, I'm gonna die.
What about like getting food from like a takeout place or something like that? Or are those like gonna be closed?
I'm guessing those are.
I
closed.
haven't fully read it. I just kind of skimmed the article just to get the main parts.
my god.
Oh, there goes me.
Oh, R.I.P. Sean.
Dude, what am I gonna do?
Welcome to the
you know.
real world, Jack, where we've all been doing
Hey.
this for a month already.
Jack, you have
Yeah.
a boat.
What? What, Mac?
You have a boat?
You
Yeah.
have a boat.
What are you building? Okay. But yeah. That's great. Happy shelter in place, guys.
That makes the podcast
Yeah,
really.
now people are. What?
Jack, what did you just
Oh,
say?
what's up, Sean? Sean, you're gonna die again in a second. Here.
Oh no, I'm hiding.
Well, that's
Yeah,
big news.
okay.
Anybody have any thoughts on how that's gonna affect our stay in quarantine?
Well, hopefully,
I am
people will be
immediately
smarter.
going to be more tired of my family.
Well, it's
I
not like
think
you
I'm
weren't
going
leaving the
insane.
house.
Well, because like, okay, I am not home at all during like March or February because of the musicals. So it's just like a lot to deal with because now I'm home and like I'm not used to it. So my body feels like something's wrong. Because every March for the past like 5 years I've had a show. So now I just feel weird. It's not fun.
Oh my god, this is terrible.
Shut up.
Oh, this is terrible. Like,
Jack's struggling now.
Oh, Jack is dealing with the fact that he actually has to stay home now. Ow,
No.
stop. What's he gonna do? Oh no.
Oh no, he actually has
Oh
to
my
follow the
God.
rules.
Can
I
I give
know.
somebody a house tour? Can I
Yeah.
give somebody a house tour?
I want a house
Wait.
tour.
Look at it.
Wait, can we do it
Look
after
at
the
it.
podcast?
Actually, it doesn't look that good.
Yeah, we'll do it after the podcast. But
I'm sorry, it's really trash. I'm
No, it's
I'm
good.
upset now.
But yeah.
Can we make an anvil by chance?
I don't know how.
I don't think
We
we have
have
the
enough iron.
resources.
Yeah, we need a lot of iron for that.
We should have enough.
But yeah. That was
We have
thank you,
three
Sean,
in
for
the
telling
chest.
us about that. That's really fun.
Yeah, no
I
problem.
was gonna go and get some Hibachi Express and like.
Is Hibachi Express open?
No, I don't. That's the thing, Jack. Because I
Yeah,
think
it
because of
was.
the shelter-in-place thing, they're gonna close all that stuff. The only things that'll be open are like gas stations, car maintenance,
And
Well, now I'm
grocery stores.
grocery
Now I'm
stores,
curious,
doctor's
'cause I-
offices.
I work at Starbucks.
Sean,
so
are
I'm-
you an
we
essential
were-
worker?
No, Sean
Technically,
is.
I am.
I don't think so, Sean.
Starbucks is like they literally. It sucks, but we are. Starbucks is
Starbucks has
considered
been
How?
essential.
open the entire time.
What is
I don't
essential
know.
about that?
I don't know.
No.
White
Apparently
people got to
people
get
can't
their
get
coffee, I
anything.
guess.
People can't live without their $17 coffees.
Man, if I have to go 1 second without my $6
Exactly.
coffee, I might lose my mind.
I mean, it kind of sucks because
No.
like I get paid $3 extra this whole month for working.
Oh, dude, that's sick. I should work with
Per
that.
hour?
Yeah, per hour. So
That's
I make
dope.
$13 an hour until April 20
Ava, I don't
something.
know if that stripped log is the move.
I haven't looked at it yet.
Well, you should. It looks kind of funny.
She said you should.
I like the
Um,
floor.
Yeah, the
Should
photo's
we
really cool.
just put glass there?
Yeah,
I like-
probably.
Yeah, I think glass.
Okay.
Or
Yeah,
stone
I
brick.
I don't know about y'all, but I was like trying to get a summer job. Do you think it's gonna be harder to get a summer job?
Oh, I think for
Mm.
sure. I don't think I'm gonna be able to work this
Well, that's the
summer.
thing. Like, I can't even get scheduled at my job that I already had. Like,
Yeah.
You'd only been working too for like what, like a week or something?
exactly. I did one thing of training, and then this whole thing happens. It's like, well, that sucks.
Even's not getting scheduled either, so you're
Huh.
not.
Wait, what'd you say?
Even's not getting scheduled either, so you're not alone.
Yeah,
Neither
this
is
whole
Hunter.
thing is bad for. I was planning on trying to get an internship, but I don't even know
Yeah, that's out the window. That's out
if
the
I
window.
can at this point. It was for
I-
like the city of Milton government though, so maybe they still.
Oh, that's cool.
The EOS, and then like, this is the EOC's been canceled, which is
Well,
another.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, like all EOCs are canceled.
Yeah.
And I don't know about AP exams. I don't know if they're canceled. Last I checked, they were not, which is interesting to me.
They're-
But I'm sure by now they have been.
No, they're on
They just got the 45
They're on?
minute.
online 45 multiple choice questions.
Oh, no, it's one FRQ, I thought. Or like a number of FRQ.
I was told that it was just a multiple choice thing.
I think they changed it so it was all like short answer.
Damn.
Yeah.
I've heard multiple things about the AP exams. I'm not really sure at this point what's true and what's not.
I got you.
So
A
if
lot
you're
of stuff
listening, don't
going
take our
on.
word for it.
Yeah, please don't.
We're just
a
some high
bunch of
school students
kids
reading
playing
it.
Minecraft.
Exactly, we're just playing Minecraft.
Well, I think we've pretty much covered everything going on currently, unless anybody has any extra thoughts. Is it cool with y'all if I wrap up?
That's all good.
Nobody has any extra thoughts?
Well, yeah, I just figured out that well, Starbucks is considered essential, so I still have to work.
Wow.
Hey,
That
Well,
sucks. That's
Hey, you have
I
a
don't-
job, dude.
I don't
yeah,
mind.
at least you're getting paid.
true.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, I like my job, so I'm not complaining. And we're only drive-through right now, so I don't really come in contact with that many people.
Yeah, you're fine. It just sucks that you still have to work.
Well then,
At least I get money.
if you have been listening, thank you. I hope that
I'm
you guys
sorry.
enjoyed our little chit chat on this whole Corona situation. Hopefully, it gets better soon. And I'll see y'all later. Peace.
Adios.
All right, you
Bye.
can